Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the 2 or the 11-2, the Master 11-2 personal year for April 2023. So, real quick, if you are new to numerology or to the channel, and you're kind of unsure, perhaps, what this forecast is based on, it is based on your personal year. It is not based on your life path number. So those are two entirely different things in numerology. If you're unsure what your personal year is for this year, please take a quick pause, go to the description box. There's a calculator there. There's some explanation of what that is for you, as opposed to your life path number. If you want to know more about your life path number, I have plenty of resources there at feliciabender.com. But I just want to be very clear that this forecast is based on personal years. So we want to make sure you are at the right place at the right time. And without any further jabbering or ado, as Shakespeare would say, we're going to jump right into your forecast for April. If you're in a 2 or the master number 11/2 personal year, April is a number 6 month for you. So it's as though, remember that the personal year lasts all year long, and it is the energy, the overarching energy or arching energy, depending on how you look at it, of the entire year. And each month contains a different vibe, a different energy, numerologically speaking. That's kind of like the point of destination that you stop at each month, and you get different opportunities, you get different experiences, you get a different flow. So that's what these forecasts are based on. And for you, it is a 6 personal month. So this is the month to get all warm, all snuggly, and give out some loving, because the 6 in numerology is the number of home, family, that nurturing energy. So that's kind of the what's going on for you this month. So let's talk a little bit more about that. I'm starting out with quotes this for forecasts this month. I don't know. Sometimes I like to do that, shake it up a little bit, whatever, however you want to put that. But I like to put a different framework, maybe, or have something for you to ponder or to think about to frame your what's going on for you this during the month. So this one comes from Georgia O'Keeffe, and she says, I decided to start anew, to strip away what I had been taught. This sounds simple enough, right? And yet, really, if you think about that for longer than a hot second, it's pretty interesting, because I think all of us, very much so in the past couple of years, have been reviewing what we've been taught, how we're engaging that, and to start anew. What does that really mean, right? And how to redefine and make determinations about who we are and what we believe, all of those things. So this is very much a year that's supporting that, and definitely this is a month where this might be a nice quote to come back to on occasion. So just when you thought, okay, I'm just saying up front, just when you thought life could not get any more relationship focused, here comes April. April is blowing in for you in your 2 or 11-2 personal year, which is very relationship driven, very relationship focused. And this, on top of that, is very much about home, family, the relationships in your world, how you care for others, all of those home based, a little bit more home based energies that come with the number 6. So, this is a 4-week period devoted to caretaking on every level. So, it's time for self nourishment and self love. So, it's caretaking for yourself, right? Not in a, not in a selfish sort of way, even though it's an interesting thing to look at that dividing line. The 6 is always asking us to look at where we overgive, and to the point of judgment, to the point of frustration, to the point of enabling other people through our over over giving or our sense of overweening sense of responsibility. It's also going to ask you to see where you abdicate your responsibility, where maybe where you're not stepping up and would benefit from doing so. So those are going to be key concepts, key elements that are coming into play this month. Okay. So it's also about extending yourself again, first to yourself, but then to others. And the big question for you this month is, how do I relate to others? And really, more importantly, and how is that working for me? Right? How are my relationship patterns serving me? Am I happy with them? Am I surrounded by people that I feel supported with? Am I supporting others? All of those very I mean, you could say it's mundane, but it really isn't. It is the core, it is the source of all of our of how we engage as human beings and as people who need relationships, who rely on relationships and who thrive in relationships. So it's about, do I feel a sense of support and nurturance from those in my inner circle? And do I give that not only to myself, but do I also give that out to others? So, those are going to be key themes, key concepts for you this month. And this month in April, it offers opportunities to get real and about the give and take of healthy and deep relationships. So, sometimes we can have experiences that are going to bring that up. Numerologically speaking, during this year, it's like, oh, yeah, that's a pretty intense experience I had, or confrontation, or even, a nice healing moment with someone, or something of that nature. So all of those things are put into play in a sixth personal month, which is what you're in right now. So whenever you are working with the six, with the energy of the six, it brings in opportunities to step back from judgment. Judgment is a key element whenever working with the six, attempting to modulate that judgment, right? Not be judgy McJudgerson about everyone and everything, and not have those really high bars, high levels of expectation in terms of idealizing how things should be, right, in the world. So it's kind of bringing you back down, and not down, but bringing you to a point where you could maybe be a little kinder to yourself and to others when they aren't meeting those exact expectations. So it's asking you to really lighten the grip of the illusion of control, because right, we don't really ever have any overarchingly, we don't really have control, and yet sometimes we think we do, or we really continue to press forward because we think we can. So it's going to offer you some release the control reins for a moment this month. So it could also bring about issues relating to family or your domestic responsibilities, maybe even legal affairs, doctor bills, other things of that nature might come in to be worked with a little more directly in April. So truly, this is a training ground month for practicing non-reactivity. So can you hold the space without jumping to conclusions prematurely, or can you wait and process for a moment before jumping into the fray and attempting to hammer out an exact solution, that sort of thing, to let things be for a moment, kind of a let it be moment from the Beatles. You can play that one a couple times this month. Let it be. So this is an excellent time to really tend to the closeness that you feel with your children. It could be fur babies, your pets, other special family members, relatives, just those special people in your life. So the sixth really is asking you to just sink into it, to really breathe into it, to enjoy those relationships, to enjoy that feeling that you get when you have those engagements and interactions, and just that sense of comfort, right? And so it's asking you to really relax, relax into that. Take it in. Give yourself the gift of extending your own support to others this month, and then also allow others to do the same for you and see if you can also just receive. Sometimes that's a hard one for people. So, overall, April is earmarked for anything having to do with enjoying family, with engaging with that home and family stuff, from planning or starting that remodeling project to taking the family on a special outing, anything like that. It's also a terrific month for getting out. If you're single, ready to mingle, get yourself out on the dating scene, ready for partnership. It might be a time where you go to a few, I don't know, a few meetups, go off, off the beaten track just a little bit to open yourself to new people, new potential partners, potential dating partners, that sort of thing. It's an equally great month to find added time to dote on your significant other if you are coupled, if you are partnered. And so maybe you sign up for a couples cooking class or surprise your significant other with a ticket to the game or the event that they've been interested in attending, anything like that, where you just spend time, right? Quality time. So, overall, this is an amazing month to enjoy those more warm, fuzzy parts of life. It can also be a red letter time for business, especially if you have a service related business. The six is a very magnetic energy for creativity and for business in that realm. So, if that's where you are, use that energy of the month to really bolster that. So, overall, though, just count on home, family, and relationships taking the front seat for you in April. So that is your monthly forecast for the month for April, and I'm wishing you a great time in April. Enjoy some of the spring weather. I hope that you get some good stuff wherever you're located in the world, and I will see you back here for May's forecast at the end of the month.